Hey, what is up, guys? Ostentatious. We're bringing it back once again. So, today's a little special. The blue rat that I'm so autistically in love with, it's his birthday today. And it's been a while since I've posted a YouTube video, admittedly. That FNAF video is taking quite a while, and doesn't help that I've gotten sick and whatnot, but that doesn't matter. Today, I decided let's make a tier list, right? That's what cool people do. People that like Sonic, they make tier lists. That's what I thought. So here we are. I'm here to give you the definitive Sonic game tier list. And you know why it's definitive? Because it's not just an opinion anymore. I'm just right. And if you think I'm not, well, you're wrong. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. So I don't want to waste any time. You know, it's Sonic's birthday. He likes to go fast. So let's get into this, right? So starting off, we got Sonic the Hedgehog. Now this game, it was the start for Sonic. You know, it was everything that made him like good. It had all his staples. It had Labyrinth Zone, but overall it was a pretty fun experience. So I'll put it at a solid A tier. Next up, Sonic CD, because apparently this comes before Sonic 2 now. So Sonic CD, a very interesting case. You know, it has Sonic, it has Metal Sonic, it also has Amy. And it wasn't actually made by the game designer that made the original Sonic trilogy, but instead it was made by I think it was the graphical designer. And so it led to some very interesting level design. Now, as a game, I remember playing this and loving it as a kid, but coming back to it, it's not like, I don't know, it's not like the best thing on earth. So I would say B tier. It's definitely that Metal Sonic fight that's keeping it so high on the list. Now, Sonic and Tails? Nah, I haven't played that. Sonic 2, on the other hand, this game is peak. Alright, the level design in Sonic 2 is it's just beautiful. It's perfect. It's perfect in every way. And if you disagree with me, I'm sorry. You're wrong. S tier. Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. I haven't played that. Sonic and Tails 2 on the... I haven't played that. Sonic 3. Now this shit. Ooh, it's bussin', alright. Sonic 2... This ain't Sonic 2. Sonic 3 is... Oh, it's a beautiful game. It's got storytelling. It's got Sonic. It's got Knuckles. It's another S tier. Now, Sonic and Knuckles, it's another S tier. Alright, I'm counting this as the package. Hypersonic goes hard. Hypersonic is the best thing since goddamn sliced bread. Anyways, G-Sonic. There's this little thing up here. It says that G-Sonic is not actually the G-Spot. I was mistaken by that. It's Sonic Blast. So, Sonic Blast. I don't remember playing this one. I'm just gonna put it here, just in case. Now, Sonic Drift. I played this on the Sonic Collection, and let me just say, it's kind of like it's off-brand Mario Kart, and I would say the same about Sonic Drift 2. I know that just made a lot of you angry, and I'm sorry that you're wrong. I'm sorry about that. Really, I am. What's this? I can't even read this. Wacky, yeah, get your wacky ass into having play. Sonic Pinball. Now, this game I actually have played. It's a interesting title. I wouldn't say it's like peak or anything, but if you're a pinball person, I would say you probably would like this. I'll put this it's kind of mid. I'll put it in C. Now, let's see. Dr. A, I haven't played this. Sonic, I have not played this. Tails, I have not played this. No. Tails, you need a better side game. No one gives a shit. What is this? This ain't even Sonic. Pico? That's not a Sonic. Get your ass and haven't played. Sega Sonic, this one I'm super upset about. I'm gonna be so real. I want to play this game so bad, but since it's an arcade console exclusive, there's like no way to play it. So if anybody happens to know where like a Sega Sonic the Hedgehog arcade machine in the United States might be, I'm all ears. Please let me know. I would love to play this game, but for now I have to sadly put it here. Okay, and then we get a lot more of these. Yeah, I have not played those. I think this is like a collection of sorts from what it looks like. So here we go. Haven't played. Now, Sonic Chaotic, or Knuckles Chaotic. Sonic isn't actually in this game, so I'm tempted to say it's not really even a Sonic game, but actually, it's alright. I'm not going to say like it's anything great, but I'll put it up here in the C tier. Sonic Schoolhouse. I have not played this, but it does look fun. Sonic R. This is one I have kind of played. Not officially, but I've played it. So, what do I think? I think that Sonic goes fast. That's like it's C tier. The game, it's a little janky. And I get like if you played it and you got used to the controls, but as a game, it's kind of mid. Well, speaking of mid, we have Sonic the Fighters. Now, when I look at Sonic, the first thing I think is, damn, that hedgehog can be throwing hands. And you know what? He does. Because if you play as anyone but Sonic in this game, you're wrong. You're not only wrong, you're stupid. B tier. Sonic. Oh wait, that's not the thing. I'm a little silly. Sonic 3D Blast. Now this game is Sonic's like 3D introduction, not including Sonic the Fighters or, you know, any of the other 3D Sonic games. But it's not that fun. It's actually like really, it's kind of boring. I'm gonna put it in E tier. I'm sorry, but it's E tier material. Now, Sonic Adventure. This is the start of Sonic the Hedgehog in the 3D spaces, not including any of those other 3D games that don't count as Sonic's introduction, because this is Sonic's introduction into 3D. And as an introduction, oh my god, I love this game like it's butter. Alright, I'd eat this thing on toast because this is the magnum opus of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Alright, and you know what? While I'm reorganizing here, I'm gonna put this ahead of Sonic 2. Because as much as I love Sonic 2, Sonic 3 is just it's just better than Sonic 2. I'm sorry. Alright. Next up, we got I don't even play that shit. All right, next up, Sonic Adventure 2, bitch. Look, this game is all right. It's got Shadow the Hedgehog. It's got, you know, like Tails and a mech. Honestly, it's the mechs that are bringing me down on this game. I do not like those mech sections. Those mech sections kind of eat ass, if I'm being so honest with you guys. I'm gonna put that in A tier because everything else is great. You know, Knuckles, Rouge, you got Tits the Bat. Ooh, man, she great. Alright, and then you got Sonic and Shadow. Obviously, all stars, but A tier on that. Sonic Heroes. Alright, you know, Sonic Heroes it's a game. I played a little bit of it. It's alright. I would say it's not the best, but it's definitely pretty fun. I'll put it up in B tier. Sonic Shuffle. Haven't played it. I do not. No. Sonic X on the Leap Star. I'm sorry. And I know I'm about to make a lot of people angry, but all of these Game Boy Advance games I just have not played. I know, very disappointing. It's very sad seeing so many games and they haven't played. I feel like a fake Sonic fan. I know if you guys have to take away my Sonic card, you can go ahead, but the autism stays. Now, let's get into the real stuff. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. This game is peak, alright? But that's only if you play it as Project 06. As it stands, Sonic the Hedgehog, the game that actually released, whew, that could have been a franchise killer if Sonic wasn't made for tons of autistic people. But as the game, it does have a lot of ambition. You know, it is what Sonic Adventure 3 could have been if the game was, you know, clean and fresh. But with Sega being a rush job, and not really taking their time to take care of their little blue rat, I have to put it in C tier. I'm sorry. You could have been great. Sonic Rivals, yeah, I've not played that, or 2, I'm sorry. I know there's like cards and shit, but who gives a shoot about that? Sonic Unleashed, alright, Jason Griffith is the voice of Sonic, you get all of that beauty and magnifique. Now, this game has some of the best looking levels in the Sonic franchise. Hands down, I'm sorry, if you disagree, you're wrong. That's just how it is. This isn't an opinion. This isn't an opinion piece, alright? This is a tier list of pure fact. Now, Sonic Unleashed. This game is perfect, like almost in every way. Until you get into the night stages. And I'm not going to be like, oh man, the Werehog just sucks. Oh wow, that's so bad, F tier. No, I think the Werehog is good. I just don't think it's perfect. Alright, when I play Sonic games, I want to go fast. I want to go fast as freak, boy. But quite frankly, the Werehog is just... the levels are too long. You could be spending up to 30 minutes on a level, and I'm just not a big fan of that. So unfortunately, it brings it down to a B tier for me, but I will put it above Sonic Heroes, because Sonic Heroes is not as good as Sonic Unleashed, you know what I'm saying. Sonic Unleashed, I have not played. Sonic in the Secret Rings. Now, this is an interesting game. C tier, below that, and you know what? You go up ahead. Sonic in the Secret Rings is, it's a game that released. I don't think it's that fun. I do think the environments are pretty. I think the story is interesting. I would love to see this game get redesigned or remade as a Sonic Adventure type game. I think that would be very beautiful. But as it stands, that's not where we're at in the world. So moving on. Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I'm gonna put this in C tier. It's not that good. It's really just not that. It's not that special. All right, it's not that special. But Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2, I'll put it up a little bit higher, but it's still kind of mid. It's still mid. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. It's still mid. Sonic Riders, I am so sorry, but I have not actually played those. Sonic and the Black Knight. All right, this game. You see this game? It's a lot better than what I think Sonic the Secret Rings is. I actually think it's a B tier game. The story is just worlds better. It is the peak of Sonic storytelling, in my opinion. Actually, no, forget that. I said this was a factual piece. This is the peak of Sonic storytelling in my factual argument, And if you think not, you're wrong. Anyways, Sonic and the Black Knight, just a beautiful game. I really do think the only thing that's holding it back is, again, the gameplay. They did that whole Wii thing, and personally, just not my favorite. So, Sonic and the Black Knight, better in a lot of ways, but again, I would love to see this thing reimagined in the Sonic Adventure format, especially with that sword swinging mechanic. Next, have not played this. I do play this. Sonic Rush, it's alright. There's a lot of death pit zones, so I'm gonna have to put that in, we're gonna put that in B tier, alright. Let's see. Sonic Chronicles. Have not played that game. I'm so sorry. Sonic Generations. This is an easy A tier. All right, you get to blast through all of the most iconic locations in the Sonic history, and you get to play as Sonic, classic little guy Sonic. What more could you want? This have not played. But you know what? I don't even need to. I don't need to play these games. I have played Shattered Crystal. It was mid. It was so very bad. Anyways, Sonic Mania. This is a easy S tier. Sonic Mania Plus, you can go ahead and get your ass up here too. These games I play on repeat. And Sonic Mania alone was such a beautiful title with, the zones may have been rehashes, but they had so many unique elements to them that it made it fresh to play through. If I had to choose any of the classic games, I would choose Sonic Mania. Because, yeah, it may not have storytelling like Sonic and Knuckles, but it has really no bad zones. Maybe Oil Ocean is a little not my favorite, but it's great. And then you get Sonic Mania Plus. It adds Mighty and Ray. What more could you want from a DLC expansion? And you also get that beautiful like encore mode. It's gorgeous. All right, Sonic Force, get your ass in F tier. This game, you can like it, all right, but you're wrong. Sonic Forces is such a boring game that lacked so much that it needed for when it came out. I know, like, maybe I shouldn't be looking at, like, the time it came out and how it impacted the series, but Sonic Forces fails at everything. It was trying to tell some big story, that's what got people hooked onto it, and then what? What is it? It's garbage, alright? At least Sonic 06 tried to do something. Sonic Forces didn't, and I can never forgive it for that. I haven't played this one. Sonic Dash. Sonic Dash is a pretty alright game. I put it up in B tier because, you know, you get to play as Sonic and Tails and all the other characters, and you get to go left and right. It's basically Temple Run. Just a fun little phone game, you know? Sonic Dream Team. This is the first fully 3D Sonic game since Sonic 06, which is, that's just crazy to say. How it is as a game, I would say it's B tier. I'd probably put it above Sonic Heroes. Sonic Lost World. This is an E tier game. I'm so sorry, but this is like if Nintendo got their grubby hands on Sonic, which they did for this game, and it's just like, it's a good looking game, but I get so bored playing it. Like, I could not get through, I don't know, I was on like the ice levels and I just could not keep on going. The DLC was alright. The DLC, you know, I'll bring it up to D tier because the DLC is actually pretty goated. Have not played this, but it's just Sonic Dash with Sonic Prime characters. Which I'm looking at the list and I'm not seeing some games, but you know what, that's okay because we're almost to the end here. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. This, very goated, very goated. It's not like the magnum opus to the Sonic series, but it was a very fun inclusion to come out on April Fools. It was a very fun game. You got the voice act as your favorite characters. I played Sonic. I had my friend Chubbs play all the other characters, and I had my friend Airy Trash play all the female characters. It worked out. You're not going in A tier. You're going in B tier after Sonic CD, because Sonic CD is kind of goated. Sonic Origins. You know, this is a hard one to place because it has so many great titles, but the execution feels kind of lazy. The game could have been better. And for that, I think this one's hard. I'm putting it at low B tier, and I'm going to have Sonic Origins Plus follow that. Sonic Riders, have not played. Sonic Rush, have not played. Sonic Frontiers. This one is probably going to get me a lot of flack, but I think it goes in A tier. I'm sorry. It's not the perfect game. The ending of Sonic Frontiers, I'm talking pre-DLC, is so disappointing that when I played it, I was pissed that I was finishing off the game with Galaga. Like, how can you not even compare to your first boss in the game in your last one? That should have been an instant red flag, and no, we still released it with Galaga as our final boss. Now, obviously, I feel like everyone kind of knew that this was going to be a Sonic and Knuckles situation where it got split in development, because obviously after that we received, you know, Sonic Frontiers: The Final Horizon, which did patch up so many of those problems that I had. But at the same time, the split development sacrificed the story, especially with the cyber corruption. I am so upset by that. Like, you're on the I think it was the fourth island, and get that off my screen. You're on the third or fourth island, you know, with all the towers you're climbing, and Sonic's getting, oh, he's so hurt. Oh, you're actually like worried for this guy. Like, what's about to happen? And then by the end, his friends hold hands, they give a little kiss to each other, and then the problem's just solved. Thank you. I do not care for that. That was very upsetting, and it kind of took the story down for me. Shadow the Hedgehog. You know, this game, it gets a lot of flack. I would say it's probably a C tier game. I would say it's better than Sonic Spinball. Sonic and Shadow Generations, you know what? I played half of this game, but But, oh my god, that Shadow open world, it's everything I wanted to continue from the Sonic Frontiers. You get the structures, you get everything that you would want from this game. So, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in S tier because I already feel it, you know? I already feel it. I just know, deep down in my heart, I know. Sonic Speed Simulator, this one's alright. You know, it's a fun little game. I've spent a fair share of money on it. It's alright because you get to play as main characters. You get to go through different little zones. Like it has Green Hill. Sand Hill is its second one. Is kind of unoriginal. But then you get some from Sonic Prime. You get like a City Escape one. It's alright. And my biggest issue with it is now it's getting really, really grindy. Like before, when you wanted to unlock a character or something, you could play it for a little bit and you would get everything that you wanted. Now you've got to play for like 3 days straight just to unlock anything. So I think ultimately, I'm gonna put it in C tier, under Shadow the Hedgehog. This one I have not played. And then Sonic Superstars, this game gets a lot of flack. I don't think it's the worst game. I don't think it's perfect either. You know, it has issues in the pacing, I would say, and some of the levels aren't as good as the other ones, but as a classic Sonic game, I think it does a lot right too. Like, one of my biggest issues with Sonic Forces is how everything that's happening is just implied through dialogue. You don't actually get to see the characters do anything. But in Sonic Superstars, in the background, you can see characters doing stuff, and it's cute. Like Amy doing stuff with the animals or Tails flying around. It's a lot of fun to be able to have those visualizations. I will say the final boss with Trip's Story in a whole is kind of a pain in the ass. I'll be the first to admit that. That final boss with Fang, it definitely made me want to not play the game anymore. But as a package, as a whole, I think it was pretty alright. I'm going to put it up here in B tier. It's going to go above Sonic CD. Actually, it's even going to go above Sonic Heroes, because we're Sonic Heroes! Anyways, Team Sonic Racing. This game, I don't know, it hasn't done anything special, but it's still a pretty fun game. It's just a racer. It's definitely better than Sonic Drift, but it's not like groundbreaking or anything. I'm gonna put it here below Sonic Speed Simulator. And with that, that's all the games this thing gave me. I know there was some more, but that's all right. This is this is the definitive Sonic tier list. I'm sorry if you think otherwise, because if you think otherwise, you're wrong, and I know that can't be easy for somebody like you. Being wrong is hard, I understand, but this is it. This is what Sonic the Hedgehog, this is it, alright? If you guys disagree, you can tell me how you're wrong in the comments below, but with that, you know, happy birthday, Sonic. You really have made my childhood and my adulthood. You know, I can never bring a woman over because of how much Sonic merchandise lines my shelves, but it's alright. Who needs women when you have Sonic the Hedgehog? Am I right or am I right? But thank you guys so much for watching my tier list, and let me know what you think in the comments below, because I do plan on doing some more of these in between some of my regular uploads, and I hope you guys have enjoyed, because I just want to entertain all of you. That's like a job I want to do. I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm not that sorry. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.